Hello everybody, Nico Webster here from Ironweb Furnishings, and in this video today I'm going to show you how to properly and safely mount the Ironweb Wall System. I've got the components that I need from the system here, and then I've got the tools that I need for the system here. I've also got the instructional manual. You can refer to this when you're installing the system on your wall, or check out this video. Alright, so the first step, it's going to be locating your wall studs. I got my stud finder, and I got a pencil to mark where that stud is. So I'm going to go ahead and use my stud finder. I've located a wall stud there. I'll go ahead and mark it. And then the next step is going to be measuring 48 inches for the next wall stud that you'll need for this system. So I got my tape measure here. Measure 48 inches. Keep my finger there. It's kind of hard doing this by yourself, but I'll make do. Alright, there you go, 48 inches. Now, most wall studs are 60 on center or 24 on center. So if you measure 48 inches from the first spot to the second spot, you're going to hit a stud. But to make sure you do, I would use a stud finder again. Yep, I got it. Okay, alright, now we're ready to install the legs for this system. Legs are here, so I've got one here, and I'm going to put the other one over here. Now to install these, you're going to need the 2.5 inch Torx wood screws with your Torx bit that was also provided in the kit. But before I screw that in, I'm going to use the level to ensure that the leg is level. So I got my level here. I'll come back and I'll put my leg on that stud that I just marked. Come back with the level. I'll make sure that I'll try to pivot from the top. And then once I know that that's level and it's still on the stud, I can move on to the next. Now check this one. Keep it on the wall. Make sure it stays on the stud. And I'll try to pivot it from the bottom. Okay. Alright, so I know that that's level. Now the next step will be to ensure that the system is 47 inches apart, is install the bottom 49 inch square tube with the quick connects. Now one thing to note is that the two holes should be on the top. The one hole here is to screw it into the wall, and the other holes are to mount to the square couplings. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to slide it in like so. Doesn't matter if it moves because we'll adjust it later. And that's it. So I got that system in. Now I'm going to make sure the legs are level again. You can never use a level too much. Now let's go in here and I'll ensure that it's level. Okay, I'm happy with that. Still on the stud. I'll do the same over here. Okay, and I'm still on the stud. Yes, I am. Okay, so now we're ready to fasten the legs to the wall using those Torx screws. Now I know I'm on the wall stud, so go ahead, screw it to the wall. Good, now I'll do the next one. Okay, all right, that's in place. Now the system is secured to the wall. we're ready for our 35-inch square tube connectors. These are the vertical connectors. All we have to do, slide it in. And do the same on the other side. Slide it in like so. And now we're ready for the 49-inch square tube with quick connect couplings. This one's the top one. As you can see, it doesn't have another tube on the top, but you do have the two screws here. All you have to do, slide it in, like so. Now it's gonna sway a little bit outside or towards you, but don't worry because it's connected here. It's not gonna come out. That will secure once we install the 3/4-inch panhead screws. All you'll need is the Phillips screwdriver that was also provided, and we're going to go ahead and start installing those, and you'll see that it starts to pull the system to the wall. Go ahead and tighten those. I like to work from the bottom, so I'll do this side next. And you can see when you fasten these panhead screws, it starts to pull closer to the wall. Alright, now once I've installed the bottom 4 panhead screws, I'm going to go ahead and use my level to check that the system up here is still level. I still have the ability to slightly move because it's just attached by those 3/4-inch panhead screws, but the system's level, so I don't have to move it. So now I'm going to install the last 2 panhead screws at the top. Okay, so now we are ready to fasten the entire system to the wall with the torque screws. So I like to work from the bottom up. So I'm going to start on this one right here. Now we've got holes here for 16-ounce center wall studs. If you have 24-inch center wall studs, you're only going to be using the screws, the holes on the first vertical and the second one, because you won't have anything in the middle. But the system will be secure if you fasten all of these. These are just additional supports if you have 16-ounce center wall studs. So I'm going to go ahead and tighten that up. You know, when you install these, you'll know if you hit a stud or not. You know, if it just starts spinning, you didn't hit a stud. And if that's the case, if you didn't hit a stud on this side and this side, then you're going to have to go back and start over again. Because this system does require it to be installed to the wall studs in order to make it safe. So now we're going to have to install this second one up here. One in the middle. I know that it's on the stud to this level. There you go. Now this side. That's it. Alright, 2 more. Alright, that's it. Complete. Not too bad. It's just the most important thing is really just finding that wall stud and making sure that you get those screws in the wall stud so that the system's completely secured. Now we're ready to install the components for our racks. So thanks for watching.